Because the internet is so vast, there is unfortunately a small minority who are there to do harm to other users. Luckily, it's fairly easy to keep those dangers at bay by taking a few common-sense steps. Always make sure that you have a firewall enabled and a virus checker installed and kept up to date. Also, you can adjust your browser security settings to ensure that potentially dangerous content will not be loaded automatically. The biggest thing you can do, of course, is to stay alert to potential threats. And if you do believe a site to have malicious intent, then just avoid it. And only ever disclose personal details on sites that you completely trust. Click the Security Settings button to see the sorts of options you have. As well as technical threats such as viruses, there are potential personal risks from individuals online. Cyberbullying is where users are bombarded with often unpleasant messages from one or more users, and it can be frightening. If this happens in public forums, then getting in contact with the administrators should result in the perpetrators being banned. If it happens via personal channels such as email or instant messaging, it is easy to block the attackers. If someone is being deliberately provocative, it is normally better to ignore them and encourage others to do the same than to get involved in a protracted argument and allow them to continue to air their objectionable views. Click the Report button to report the commenter to the administrators. It is particularly important for young people to stay safe online. But whatever your age, there may be people who are willing to engage in inappropriate behavior online. As soon as this happens, you must report it immediately. Click Flag as inappropriate. The other potential threat lies in other users who will attempt to use your personal information for criminal purposes, such as identity theft or bank fraud, known as phishing. This is where not giving out your information becomes crucial. Always make sure you are buying from a genuine site if you are online shopping, and take a look at reviews of sites if you are unsure or have never used a site before. Never give out your username, password or bank details in direct communication, and don't give out other personal details such as your home address or phone number to strangers online. When selecting usernames and passwords, don't choose anything too obvious. Many sites will tell you how secure your password is, so make sure you take their advice. Some sites will ask you to type in a series of letters or numbers. This is to prevent automated systems from registering multiple fake users. Click the text box to continue. Many people will adopt online pseudonyms and may express themselves with an avatar that represents them. You may wish to do the same, especially on public forums, as it will allow you to interact with people without giving them too much personal information. Normally, you will be asked to give your real details as well, but can elect to hide them from other users. Click on the avatar to see another user's online profile. Unauthorized copying of music, videos, software and other files is usually against the law. There is plenty of genuinely free content available on the internet, as well as legal paid-for services that will allow you to download content from your favorite artists. So don't take the risk in downloading illegal files. Click the legal download site to continue. Similarly, if you're using the internet in your school or workplace, there may be restrictions to the types of sites you can visit and limits that you can download, so make sure you're aware of any rules or procedures they have in place. You don't always have to stick with the household names on the internet. There are lots of smaller, interesting sites to discover. But always be on the lookout for dodgy behaviour and avoid it. It's never worth it, and there are plenty of alternatives. Why not try the practice to test what you've learnt so far?